Aries, Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Signs, and Cross Watchers. Welcome to your timeless romantic soulmate contract read. I am your reader, Mark Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. They're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. 24 years in service at the time of this timeless recording. I'm the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. Available on Kindle. There is a link in the description box. You can preview it for free. I am also a creator on Patreon. Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Best career decision I ever made. Wonderful subscription platform for the creative types like myself. I'm a mystical artist. I've got different levels of subscribers, different levels of subscriptions, different benefits, but they all get all the extended readings, which there is an extended reading for this. You can get it pay-per-view on VIMEO, VIMEO on demand. If you want to pay for review, or any level of subscriber. On, well, it's still up there, right? Patreon.com/drawingthecircle. They have access to all of them, past, present, and future, which is a lot of fun. Plus, I do a live stream every morning with an unlisted YouTube live stream link, so my patrons can come chat with me. We even started doing Zoom classes recorded. There, exclusive stuff. So there's a lot of cool stuff. And now that we're going to be doing these romantic soulmate contracts, chances are we're going to be doing classes on that kind of stuff. So let's get down to business. Enough of that business. Let's talk about this business. Soul contracts are an interesting thing, right? Twin flames, soulmates. There are links in the description box. I change the links in the description box every now and again, particularly for this subject, because what we're looking at is the contract aspect of universal law, right? Soul agreements and all of that stuff. I highly recommend the book Sacred Contracts by Carolyn Mace to get a little bit more of a Jungian take on this stuff, because there's a lot of confusing information about twin flames, soulmates, and soul contracts in general. There is a preface to this video that I did to explain that as well. But the more you educate yourself, just like educating yourself on the law, you can really get more gold than lead out of your contracts. That being said, the definition I am working with, I got from Matt Kahn. That's M-A-T-T-K-A-H-N, Matt Kahn, All for Love. His YouTube channel is wonderful, but it is the video. Soul Contracts, Twin Flames and Soulmates Redefined. I think it came out 2018, spun my third eye around, and it really, really makes sense. Essentially, a soul mate, regardless of the form of the relationship, you help each other heal. We're all helping each other heal, but you not just give each other the love that you need, you actually give each other the love that you both want. Twin flames, you're teaching each other how to heal yourselves, but not giving each other the love that you want, but of course the love that you need, which is sometimes the absence of it altogether. Twin flames burn, soulmates are soothing. Just a simple way of saying it. Links in the description box if you want to go deeper into that. But we are going to look at this like a contract. We're going to have party number one, party number two, and then a center lane that will really be developed in the extended reading on Vimeo and on Patreon. So let's just get into it. I'll explain it as I go. I just did some amazing Wim Hof breath with Ho'oponopono clearing for this reading, the Aries Collective and the Cross Watchers. So a couple of things. Though, if this is known or unknown, right? This is a soul contract. Maybe it's somebody you know, somebody you don't, but it is a romantic contract. So we're not looking at families, friends, you know, stuff like that. Unless it's a friend, that becomes a romantic interest in that way. Helping each other heal, vibrationally anchoring the energy of healthy romance on the planet, I think is something that would be gratefully helpful. But if you don't know who this person is, which is fine in a general read, then you could certainly look at it as a divine feminine aspect, divine masculine aspect within yourself. So as you heal this, you're healing whoever the soulmate is, known or unknown. Yeah. That's how it works, apparently. So let's get up in this gig. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will. It's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Put together the pieces of the mystical puzzle, because it's supposed to be, it's a mystical thing, hence mystery, but divine stuff that we don't see the big picture. So let's see how much of that picture I can get you That good? Yeah, because the more of you that manifest these things, the easier it's going to be for everybody else. And that's why every time someone heals a little bit of this stuff on the inside, it heals for all of us. Yeah. All right, let's do this. We're going to start with Caroline Myss archetype, one for party number 1, one for party number 2, and then one for party number 3 that we turned over the first card in the extended reading. Please take a nice deep breath. I know it's a lot of explanation, but it's law, you know? Guess that makes me a soulmate contract lawyer. Work. Still point. This one feels fun. Oh, and I'm doing this when the moon is in Aries. Bitchin'. As I call upon, using the Caroline Myss archetype deck, I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine. For the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, 3 cards face down, one for party number 1, one for party number 2, and one for the state of the contract, position number 3. For the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, the dominant 8th chakra archetype for party number 1, beaming down the soul power lessons to be alchemized from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, helping each other heal in this contract reading. Give us, I'll take that for party number 2, party B, party A, party of 5. Ain't that kind of read, folks, but you never know who's going to turn up. And for state of the contract, the last of the 3, but the first card turned in the extended for the Aries collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading in this timeless romantic soulmate contract read. Okay. Let's see, party number 1, the healer. Party number 2, the saboteur. Now, don't freak about the saboteur. We'll talk about it. But, you know, this is the divine feminine, and ladies first. The healer is obviously one of the healing family of archetypes, right? There are 9 different families. The saboteur is the survival family. We'll get there. There's more unpacking to do on this one than that one. This is why I read Sacred Contracts by Caroline Myss. So there are 10 billion videos of her lecturing on this stuff on YouTube. The shadow attribute indicates the stuff that needs to be healed. The lead in the language of spiritual alchemy. The light attribute is what you're shooting for. This is what you're healing within yourself, if this is you, as well as you'd be healing this in the other, in party number 2 as well. So the shadow attribute, taking advantage of those who need healing and not healing yourself, essentially. Sorry, the lighting with light print is tricky. Taking advantage of those who need help or failing to care for oneself, which is a trap every healer goes through, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, even if you're your only client, where there's a certain healing that only we can do. Yeah. So the gold, the light, what you're bringing to this as a result of this contract, a passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, ability to help transform pain into healing. Now, stick a pin in that, because now we're talking about the saboteur. Now, every archetype is neutral, right? Lead to gold, shadow to light, pain to peace. It's a percentage scale from day to day, right? Moment to moment sometimes. This is a survival family archetype. Everybody has the same 4 survival family archetypes. It is the trunk of the tree, and all the different branches and leaves and fruit archetypally can be very, very different for each individual. But everybody has to learn how to survive. The saboteur, I call the gold part of it the empowerer, because this is the guardian of decisions, life-changing decisions of empowerment or disempowerment, whether on this journey in this contract you want to be a hero or a villain. The shadow attribute induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. Now look, we all have the desire to undermine others, right? You can chew on that. Throat chakra, willpower, spit, swallow, or you chew on that. That's part of the collective. Everybody's got that, right? But what are you going to do? right? So the light attribute highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life, because sometimes empowering yourself bumps you out of the vibration of the people in your life, or it bumps them out of your life. It's both at the same time, right? You jump timelines, right? You go from a more golden to leaded, or for that matter, lead to gold, gold to lead, either way, right? Shifts the timeline you're in, but it's all part of the contract, right? So it's not about being a goody two-shoes 24/7, but if we looked at this in the lightest possible way, right? The goldest possible way, the most goldest, I don't know if that's a word, a golden healer and a golden empowerer together could do a lot together in a romantic context. Yeah. Now, it's tarot time. We're going to take 5 Daughters of the Moon tarot on this side and 5 Mythic tarot on this side to look at the other chakras involved. In the extended reading, they will flip. So you will get the full spectrum by the time I am done with this in the extended. So like I said, this is kind of the feminine side. So Daughters of the Moon, we're going to look at the element spread: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. Heart, throat, third eye, crown chakra. This side we're going to do that's the feminine. This would then be the masculine, the yang, lower 3 chakras, physical world, outside in, looking at you, relationships, you from the inside, looking out at people, places, and things. And like I said, in the extended, once we flip that state of the contract, we're going to flip decks and fill it out so you get the full spectrum. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Went into still point before I said it. As I call upon my beloved goddesses of fire, the sign of Aries, powers of the south, please. Let's get all 5 of these on the table, and then we'll get all 5 of those on the table face down, and we'll flip them over. Fire, fire, earth, earth, air, air, water, water. Got it. Please, what is the element of fire for the healer in this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, and cross watcher timeless soulmate read? Element of fire, what they yearn for, what they burn for, what their hearts desire in this soul romantic, happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate contract. The element of earth, the fuel to feed and stabilize that fire, to help them ground and manifest their heart's desire. Their element of air, that stokes and feeds the fire, right? What they're thinking about this. Their element of water, what they feel, the energy and motion that we experience as emotion, that we feel about this romantic soulmate contract. Whoop, whoop. And the card of spirit, the point of view of the soul who incarnated to play the role of the healer in this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, and cross watcher timeless romantic soulmate read. Okay, they're all face down. I have no idea what those are yet, but that's why we're going to do the same with these, and then we'll flip them over element by element at the same time. Breathe, please. Still point. As I call upon my gods of fire, the sign of Aries, powers. Flippers? Oh, we're having one of those readings, are we? Please, beloved ones, playful in all. 5 cards in clarity, element spread for the Saboteur Empowerer in this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatcher timeless romantic soulmate read. Element of fire, what do they yearn for? What do they burn for? What do their hearts desire? Element of earth, the fuel that feeds the fire to ground and manifest their heart's desire. Their element of air, to stoke the fire, what they're thinking about this contract and their heart's desire. Their element of water, the energy in motion that we experience as emotion. How are they feeling about this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, and cross watcher soulmate contract, romantic soulmate contract, and the card of spirit, the point of view, the voice of the soul who incarnated to play the role, was cast in the role, was such a better way to say that, in this timeless romantic Aries collective cross-watcher read. Ready? Element of fire. What do they want? Oh my. 2 court cards. This could be either of you exchanged. So you might flip this. Well, heart, third eye, crown. Here we've got the Aries card, interestingly enough. But because it's heart, third eye, crown, it's internal world, right? So this is something inside of them, and fire is usually very third chakra dominant, right? You light a flame, what are you going to do with it, right? Choices, decisions, powerful. But since this is an Aries read, certainly that speaks of first house, the self, the personality, the ego being healed in this, but also cardinal fire, creative fire. Just did a spell, a video for the full moon in Aries in October 2022. So, like, I'm still in that energy. It's still technically in full moon vibe at the time of this recording. So there is a strong intention here. But when it's a heart's desire that has that kind of Aries energy to it, it might be very selfish, but it might be very higher selfish because we're dealing with a healer here, right? Single-pointed focus, right? The ram. Here we've got the Virgo card, interestingly enough. Heart's desire, lower 3 chakras. So we're looking at the Virgo card, the Knight of Pentacles, a slow walk. Slow and steady wins the race. Mutable earth, 6th house dynamic, health, and occupation, because your health affects your occupation, and what you're occupied certainly affects your health. So for a saboteur, I like that they might want to do something a little slow and steady wins the race, unless this person, don't have to be a Virgo, necessarily the mutable earth of it all, but it certainly can speak of that we'll get there. I love this card. Beehives in the background. Beehives are not made overnight, nor do bees make honey in an instant, right? It is a slow and steady wins the race. If you want the good thing, right? If you want it to be sweet as a honey. Oh, well. Element of earth. Here we've got the 10 of flames, the 10 of wands, the hora. Not so much that burdened card, so much as something has been accomplished in the element of fire. We'll get to that in a minute, because here we got the 2 of cups. There is a strong attraction here, an emotional bond. It's only a 2. People get really excited about the 2. I get it. But it ain't the 10, right? This is Eros and Psyche. It's kind of how they met. He was supposed to kill her, but instead he pricked his fingers on one of his golden arrows and fell in love with her. So they don't actually see each other face to face until after they're married. It's a long story, but a really good, wow, you want to talk a true love myth, the myth of Eros, son of Aphrodite and Aries, and Psyche, which is the Greek word for the soul, and also butterfly, interestingly enough. And I think that's 2 Mariah. Did I just do 2 Mariah Carey references in one reading already? Oh, well. She can't be a spirit guide. She's still embodied, right? So, look, what you both have is the healer here has come full circle on something that they wanted in terms of their desire inside of themselves. And this is why they might be like, no, I want something that's healthy for me, right? There's a good interpretation. I want something creative, something brand new, first sign of the zodiac, something I've never had before, but something where there is self-respect, self-esteem, in all of it, right? Particularly for themselves. It would make sense with a healer. All right. What's the element of air? Okay. This is interesting over here, but let's start here. The element of air for the healer, and this has the 6 of Cups on the inner, very heart chakra. The key word on here is compassion, but it is emotional balance. They nailed something in their element of fire, and in their mind, they are emotionally balanced in their mind, which is a nice way of saying psychologically balanced. Right, the heart chakra, they're thinking compassion, they're thinking open-hearted, they're thinking about fairness and balance, and honestly, you could even say there's a certain Libra energy to that, the balance of water in an air position, Venus, 7th house, Libra, but cardinal air, the opposite sign of Aries here. So I like this. I like this a lot, actually, because here we've got the Ace of Swords in the element of air, an air symbol in the air position. Athena with the sword of truth, the new idea, a new inspiration, a new way of looking at things in Ace, right? So a new beginning here with the two. That's why I say there's something going on here. It's definitely an emotional attraction, but for the saboteur empower, let's just say the empower, because who wants to say saboteur over and over and over again except RuPaul? The empower, right? Athena, goddess of wisdom and goddess of combat, but strategy. She wasn't hand to hand like that. Her usual weapon is a spear, a projectile, right? So there is a new thing. This might very well be new for this person. Now, keep in mind, if it's new for the healer as well, everybody has the saboteur archetype there, can be mirroring. Wonderful YouTube video, the 7 Scene ESSENE Mirrors by Greg Braden really takes apart the mirroring process, both in an ancient and contemporary way for the 90s. He's got an amazing mullet in it. If I was ever going to start a band, it'd be called Greg Braden's Mullet. Ain't that right, Nooch? Nancy Antonucci, ladies and gentlemen. I love calling her out in videos because it makes her giggle. Tarot rituals, read it, find it, buy it. In the element of water here, guess what? We got the 7 of Cups, and we have got, interesting, another juxtaposition of air and water. Here we have the 6 of Blades. So for the healer, in the emotion, the word written here is manipulation. Now, emotional manipulation is a very, very low leaded end of that scale, obviously. But this is also emotional processing. It is a 6. So if we were to translate that into Rider-Waite, Pamela Coleman Smith artwork, it is the journey from choppy water to smooth through a mental journey. So that does make sense. This feels like a healer, right? Compassion on the mind, kind of doing the things with the emotions, using the element of air, Ho'oponopono, chanting, whatever, energy tapping. So there is a balance there. And here we've got the 7 of Cups. So this one has emotional options hovering, right? Do they complete the quest or not? Well, they just got the Ace of Swords in the third eye, if you want to go there. Although this is lower 3 chakras, right? So this could even be a piece of information that comes in from the outside world to them in this emotional, what is that, heart? Well, it's the romantic soulmate contract. You're going to meet sooner or later, one would think. And this does say, chances are that they've at least been in the same space with you consciously, if you're the saboteur, sorry, gotta watch how I say that, the saboteur might have been in the same place. Seems there's already that heart bond in the physical world. I'm not so sure if the healer knows who this one is, but we'll see. So makes sense. 7 of Cups there. Well, I could do that, I could do that, I could do that, I could do that. Which one resonates with the truth that's come in with that Ace of Swords, right? Because you got to choose one of them to move on, right? To complete the cycle at that point. Interesting mental emotional dynamics here, definitely for this healer. So let's see the card of Spirit, the point of view of the soul. Now this is the soul's point of view, which is very different than the ego and the personality. Human, hero, immortal, God, right? So human ego does the best it can, right? The human the heroic personality, right? I'm going to do this, right? The quest for true love, what have you, right? It has choices and decisions. It doesn't want to listen to the ego, or doesn't want to listen to the point of view, the voice of the soul that, was cast to play the role as the healer and the empower here. And we, again, 2 court cards. Now, again, when it's a court card on this side, heart, third eye crown, it's internal, but it's Libra, Skadi, the mother of blades. So that would be Libra, the king of swords in traditional tarot. So again, 7th house, balance, right? One-on-one relationships, dealing with the shadow self, relationship to shadow, fairness, balance, justice, all of that Libra stuff here. So again, if you're the healer in this and there are planets in Libra, which is all about relationships, or at least look what's going on in your 7th house astrologically, there could be some extra tips in there, but this is about being fair and being balanced. And because it's ruled by Venus, yet a cardinal air sign, we are really, really looking at and like I said, even that balance with the 6 of Blades here. There's a Libra vibe here on this side, but you know, to be fair, and of course that's going to help with the alchemy of lead to gold on this side. A lot, I don't want to say easier, but simpler. Simple need not imply easy, because here we got the Pisces card, the Knight of Cups, the romantic knight. Now, if I look at this one as the soul is saying, yeah, what you want is slow and steady wins the race, one step at a time. The Virgos, the Knight of Pentacles on horses, walk. That's the speed of the horse. This is the next speed up. Trot. Trot. Open your heart, right? Grab one of these cups and bust a move, right? Or at least mutable water. Pisces. Really, really feel this out. Move this energy through you. Which for an empowerer with this new truth, thought, whatever communication coming in, lower 3 chakras in this connection, this is really saying, the voice of the soul is saying, yeah, you can speed this up a little bit. You can catalyze this a little bit. Neat. All right. Guess what? I think we only have like 3 more cards done for part 1. We're going to get to Whispers of Love Oracle. I want to make sure I get her name. Angela Hartfield, the Whispers of Love Oracle. In the extended reading, we'll be using her Whispers of Lord Ganesh to remove any obstacles. So 1 for the healer, 1 for the empowerer. Please take a nice deep breath. Higher selves of all involved. Still point. Here we go. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, and I don't mean everybody in these people's lives. I mean the higher self for this one, the higher self for this one. In this Aries collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sign, and Cross Watcher. Happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, intimate, sexual, satisfying soulmate, romantic contract before, during, or after they experience it. In this timeless read, what is the piece of information, inspiration, insight needed for the healer and for the saboteur empowerer in this timeless, romantic, soulmate contract read? That was fast. There's definitely a momentum here. Got what? 1, 2 fire cards. All right, only 2 fire. That's not overwhelming, right? Air. We've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, that's it. Only the 3. Water. We've got 1. Where are you? I know there are more. 2, 3. And Earth. No major arcana at all. There's a blessing in that. But Earth, 1. Wow, just the 1. So yeah, no major arcana card. No element of Earth on here except for what is wanted by the empowerer. So all that, let's look at the divine higher self, what they have to say for the healer. Totally makes sense. It's the Don Henley card. Get to the heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what all this is about. And it feels like this one's got the healing chops to do it for themselves internally. And it does make sense, right? The 6 of Blades, with not manipulating the emotions, but taking that mental journey. Maybe it's shadow work, maybe it's therapy, maybe it's who knows what. It could be anything for a healer nowadays. Blessed be a highly individualized curriculum for all of us. But certainly with that 6 of Cups in their element of air and 6 of Blades in their element of water, there's an absolute, almost like a yin-yang, masculine, feminine dynamic balance going on there. I like that a lot. So to get to the heart of the matter, there's more going on here. I have a feeling these two do know each other. This one might not know that this one is interested, and this one doesn't really know how they feel about it just yet because they got a lot of options. So for the empower simple acts of kindness. Show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. So it makes sense. They want to do the walk, but the soul is saying, you know, hey, take a simple act of kindness. It's a little faster than a walk. It's a little bit of a trot. Hot or otherwise, oh, it's hot. Oh my God. I love this. I love this. A healer and an empower. Remember, you can't like, saboteur. I'm not dealing with any saboteurs. Of course you don't want to. But everybody has the archetype. It's where are they on the scale of lead to gold. Last card down. You know I'm not leaving you without a MatCon healing mantra deck. These are amazing. I'm not getting any kickbacks for telling you that either. It's not like I get a percentage of anything sold by Hay House or MatCon. Blessed be to all of them. But I find them incredibly helpful and incredibly healing for myself. My clients certainly do. So it doesn't matter which side of the table you're on here, apply it. This will be applied to the center lane here, the state of the contract. Please take a nice deep breath. Because we got to tune to the Akashic Record law firms. Here we go. Still point. As I call upon the ascended masters of romantic soulmate contract law. Oof. Please, one card in clarity. Beloved ones, I love the feeling of the reading. It's like this one might be a little shy, which leads me to think this is the Aries, but you know, it could go either way. Please, one card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra, to bring this into balance, to help bring these two together so that they can help each other heal, known or unknown, even if they haven't met yet because of the quantum unity and all of that math that I don't feel like doing. The perfect, joyful, or maybe bringing them to joy healing mantra for this Aries collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Sun, and Cross Watcher Timeless Romantic Soulmate Contract read. Grounding my energy, it is safe to be in my body. Aw, someone's scared. Well, it's scary. It is scary, and it's okay. Fear is not a sin, said Kenneth Wapnick, great, amazing teacher of Course in Miracles, right? If you keep repressing it, it just makes the shadow stronger, and then it possesses you out of nowhere. That's what shadow possession really is. It's Jungian. Look, to get to the heart of the matter and to show simple acts of kindness here by grounding your energy, right? Bring it down to the practicalities of human relationships so that the souls can do what they gotta do to make this happen. Because we have free will. It can be delayed or not prevented. So if you don't do it in this life, you're going to have the opportunity to do it again in another. How many lifetimes do you want to keep doing this dance with this soul when really you're just there to help each other heal? All the romantic stuff is it's not extra necessarily. It's absolutely part of it, but it's only one expression of true love. Let's see what Mr. Khan has to say. Grounding my energy, it is safe to be in my body. When your energy is grounded, you are no longer wrestling with the pain of the past or chasing after potential future outcomes. I could feel the healer archetype going, I know it. You dare to demonstrate your very best attributes and qualities, no matter how you are perceived or received by others. With your energy grounded, your mind can relax as your body becomes a more enjoyable environment to inhabit. Because why would you want to let somebody in your body if you aren't comfortable in yourself? That's an interesting way of saying that. Your energy filled whatever. Chips, dips, chains, whips. This mantra is ideal for replacing compulsive thoughts. I don't know that I'm seeing that in the cards. Releasing addictive behavior. Who ain't got codependent tendencies? I would love to meet people who weren't raised in a codependent anything anywhere in their life. That would be interesting. Talk about the dodo bird. And finding stability. All right. I like this. And that stability certainly of the desire here. But, you know, the saboteur, if they can really get, no, I got to make the most empowering decisions I can, not just for myself, but for the healer as well, and that do take time. So, feeling safe in one's body, particularly around each other. You know, because sometimes you meet somebody and the energy's there, and the second chakra's going, and the brain's going, right, the third eye. So, to take your time with this, but a simple act of kindness could go a long way. So, we're going to do a blessimation. A blessimation is a combination of a blessing and a summation. It's a word we came up with over on Patreon. So at the end of the blessing, technically the reading's over, but then I release the Aries Collective energetically and their cross-watchers, usually by letting the goofy go wild when the reading suits that. Yeah, I think this one does. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Here we go, as I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Aries Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. May they be blessed with all that they need to make this work, to fulfill their parts of the contract, therefore helping each other heal this healer. That they can embrace their passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit, embracing their ability to help transform pain into healing, and that this saboteur can be the empowerer, highlighting their fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to their life, hence them grounding their energy. It is safe to be in their body as the healer gets to the heart of the matter, because there's more than meets the eye. Recognize what this is about. It feels like this one might be afraid, and it's understand, hence the go slow, but this can be done in a kindly way. That's of course an emotional option. So if they could just show simple acts of kindness, simple act of kindness will re-energize and bring happiness to both of them as they find safety in their own bodies individually, which will allow them to feel that safety around each other a lot more in a healthy, empowered way. May they be blessed and anchor that lovely archetypal golden energy here into the Earth's electromagnetic grid, making it easier for other healers, and pretty much everybody has the saboteur empowerer archetype, making it easier for all of us, simpler, easier, we don't know, but anchoring that energy of a healthy, romantic soulmate vibe on the planet for our well-being and for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So would it be. So it is. I want that for you, Aries. And if you want that for you too, and you found that this helped, hit the thumbs up, hit the like button. It helps the other Aries and cross-watchers find the video. That's just how it works. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, easy enough to do. Just subscribe, hit the notification bell. These are timeless reads. I've got other timed readings and clients and kitties that I have to tend to, so hit the notification bell, because sometimes I schedule them and sometimes I put them the second they are done uploading. I release them. But if you want the deeper experience, the magic, the miracles, the mysticism, the Malcolm Patreon on Patreon, live streaming every morning, now doing recordable Zoom classes, all sorts of different benefits and content for each different level, and so happy there. So, and also if you are Cardinal Fire, a creative type, check into it for yourself. I highly recommend it, and really it has set me free in terms of my own Cardinal Fire energy. Saturn retrograde in Aries, God has helped me. And if you want one of these readings for yourself, a private reading, easy enough to do, there is a link in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal explains everything you ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mal, but we're afraid to ask. Otherwise, seriously, a healer and an empowerer, grounding energy. I kind of love that, and it's going to really, really help the planet, I get, in some way. So thank you so much for watching. Hang in there. Comment if you feel it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.